Hi, my name is Sydney, and today I'm going to be talking about the static electricity lightning video. So the video started out by pretty much doing the experiments we did in class with rubbing the balloon on your head. So when you rub a balloon on your head, the balloon has a negative charge and it will attract things like an aluminum can, paper clippings, and sugar, because all these items have a neutral charge. They attract each other. He also stuck a balloon to the wall, and it obviously stuck to the wall because he rubbed it on his head. But he was, I think the guy's name was Phil too, but Phil was trying to take this experiment and make it bigger and like create lightning like on a bigger scale, because you can kind of, after you've rubbed a balloon on your head, you can like touch it to a metal object and you can see like a little bit of static electricity like jumping to the doorknob, and he wanted to do that on a bigger scale. So he goes on to explain a little bit more about how lightning works. So when lightning occurs, clouds in the sky are negatively charged and they want to equalize with the ground because the ground is neutral. So lightning pretty much jumps from the clouds to the ground so it can neutralize or equalize. He does another experiment with a Van de Graaff generator to kind of make the electricity thing like bigger or on a bigger scale. And he puts his hand on this Van de Graaff generator and it steals all your negative charge, and it will make your hair start to like repel itself and things like that. And you can take a grounding rod and touch it to the Van de Graaff generator and remove it, and you'll see like static electricity trying to jump from the grounding rod from, oh my god, from the Van de Graaff generator to the grounding rod. You can see like that electricity forming in between it. Another experiment that he did was trying to recreate lightning patterns, I guess. So to do this, he took 2 nails and put it in like a piece of wood, and he attached wires to both of the nails, but the circuit was incomplete. And after he connected it to electricity or whatever, the electricity obviously can't go to the nails even though it wants to because it's not connected. So the electricity starts to go through the wood to try and like create the circuit or close the circuit. And this kind of shows you like the patterns that lightning makes. And it took a little bit for the electricity to kind of connect, but once it does connect, it takes like the shortest route, and then there you have your circuit. I thought that was actually really interesting. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't think that you could close a circuit kind of through wood just because wood's a bad conductor, but I guess you can. And I also thought it was really cool because you got to see like the patterns the electricity made in the wood trying to like find the other like electricity on from each side of the nails. He did another experiment with something called Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is like another device, kind of like the Van de Graaff generator. And it shows like how electricity will climb up 2 copper wires. And it starts climbing up the wire because the air around it is warming up and heat rises. Another thing I thought was really cool about the Jacob's ladder thing was that it can take, or no, that's the next thing I'm talking about, excuse me. The Tesla coil. The Tesla coil was the next thing that was like the next experiment. The Tesla coil pretty much takes low voltage and turns it into really high voltage. So it can take something like 120 volts and turn it all the way up to like 2,500. And I think the woman in the video even said 250,000, which is crazy to imagine. I can't believe they can do that. But the Tesla coil builds up charge, and electricity jumps from the Tesla coil through the air to a neutral rod. So you can create, I guess, lightning on your own. And I thought that was pretty cool to watch. And at the end of the video, he used like the the Tesla coil to play different like musical notes, and he played his YouTube like theme song or whatever. I don't know, I thought that was really interesting. I didn't know you could like play music with electricity. But yeah, thank you.